Monica and this is Nina, and I'm going to be Nina's physical therapist today. And so we are doing an Astrand rhyming submaximal exercise test to estimate her maximum aerobic capacity. And so I've been having Nina warm up here for about 3 minutes at 25 watts. And I took her blood pressure and heart rate, which was 116/70 and 78 beats per minute at an RPE of about 7. So now that she's warmed up, I am going to raise her to 100 watts since we established that Nina is a conditioned female, which is based on the ACSM guidelines. You ready, Nina?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Alrighty. So I'm going to ask you to maintain a 50 RPM, so revolutions per minute throughout the duration of the test. And I'm going to have you pedal for about 3 minutes to get you into your submaximal range, which we calculated is going to be about 113 to 161. And if at that measurement you are at your submaximal range, we're just going to have you keep going, and then I'll take a measurement at minute 5 and minute 6.
Okay.
And so we established this range by calculating 60 to 85% of Nina's age-adjusted heart rate max. And so in every measurement, I'm also going to ask you RPE.
Okay.
And so with RPE, I want you to take into consideration how hard you're working, your breath rate, muscular fatigue, all of that.
Okay.
So you're doing great, Nina. So before I had Nina get up on the bike, we measured the seat height to be about at the greater trochanter level, and which gives us a nice slight bend in the knee when she's in full extension. And then I took her resting heart rate, blood pressure, and anthropic measurements. So for her heart rate, we got around 68 beats per minute, and her blood pressure was around 112 to over 72. We also did a cardiovascular risk assessment and found that Nina is at low risk stratification and is active and a conditioned young female. And so I concluded that it was really safe to start the test since she was at low risk and exercised on a regular basis. So we are about 2 minutes, Nina, so you just have 1 minute more before I take the next measurement.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Good. I want you to tell me if you're experiencing any symptoms of lightheadedness, really bad muscular fatigue, any symptoms of that nature.
Okay.
Doing great, Nina. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get our first heart rate measurement. Just going to have you rest your arm. Alright, you can relax. And then we're going to get blood pressure from you. If you just rest your arm up here for me. Okay. Alright, great job, Nina. You can relax. And based on this RPE scale, what would you say that you're working at?
Light?
Light, okay. So you're at 11. And your heart rate was in the correct range. We were about 118 and a blood pressure of 130/70. So we're going to continue the test and take a final measurement at minute 5, minute 6 to ensure that you are in steady state, which means that in those two measurements, you do not differ in your heart rate by 5 beats per minute.
Okay.
Great job, Nina. And are you experiencing any symptoms? Muscular fatigue,
No.
lightheadedness? Well, you look great. So I'm going to go ahead and take your minute 5. Pressure. Great job, Nina. Relax. Great job, Nina. And based on the scale, what would be your rate of perceived exertion?
Between light and somewhat hard.
So we're at a 12. Would you say that you were at a 12 for both, or?
Yeah.
All right, Nina, so you have reached steady state. Your previous heart rate was 120 with a blood pressure of 138/68, and then your minute 6 blood pressure was 124 with your heart rate was 124 with a blood pressure of 140/70. So I'm going to bring you down into a cool down, and I'm going to have you cool down for about 3 minutes, at which point I will take your heart rate, blood pressure, and rate of perceived exertion at the end to make sure that you have a normal recovery response to exercise.
Okay.
Good job, Nina.